ladies and gentlemen. It's Sunday night, and we're glad that you could be with us. I'm Stan Houston. This is Interesting Ideas, and today we're finishing up the series that we have been doing for the last kind of 10 times. And it is that adaptation of the classic book by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And we've been trying to put very much a personal interpretation as well as a modern update to that wonderful concept and that wonderful classic. And we've renamed it for our purposes, How to Make Good Friends and Make Your Mark in the global marketplace today. And if you've been with us, if you go through all 10 lessons, I think you'll find that I think we've done just that. If you'll take those lessons and exercises seriously, or as I pointed out, if you perhaps will listen to them 3 or 4 or 5 times, you'll find that you will begin to change, and you'll probably begin to think differently, and you might even begin to believe differently, and then you might even behave differently. And the word for behavior is performance. That's why we call it performance coaching. So I hope you'll do that. But here is the epilogue, and it's appropriate that it is Sunday night because I told you in the last lesson the other day that one of the exercises that can help you be a person of influence, maybe even a person of wisdom, is you take one day. And you just take that as an off day for rest and reflection and thoughtfulness. And most importantly, just rest. Just do nothing. Be quiet. Rest. A super rest day. And I pointed out that part of my routine, along with my worship on my Sunday day, is to spend the late afternoon, early evening in what I call a Sunday night meeting. And that meeting is when it's me and my spirit and my intentions and my fears and my anxieties. And hopefully the spirit of transcendence comes and perhaps we praise, we pray, we may think, we may put on some nice music, we may light a candle, we might do some writing, and not the writing that is work, but the writing that just helps us to think a little more clearly. Pull out the planner book and don't fully sketch it out, but put in the situations that you have to do and perhaps some of the opportunities you hope to pursue, and perhaps thoughtfully think about the obstacles you'll have to overcome. A Sunday night meeting. So I hope that's part of what we are helping you do when we do this time together. So here we go, and now we have an epilogue, and it's only 5 minutes, and it's about, you need to think about 3 different kinds of people who will help you. And you need to search them out, find them. Maybe you might even have to pay them, but not really. It is 3 kinds of people you need in your life if you want to have all of the success in making good friends and making your mark. So would you just carefully listen to this little exposition of a few years ago about how you need to find these 3 people. That part of the program begins right now.
Well, just some final thoughts, okay? No, I didn't hear you cheering and applauding for an encore, so I'm not going to call this an encore. Don't know that I would have gotten one. But perhaps just a little bit of an epilogue, which is actually kind of a afterthought or just perhaps a reminder of what happened and perhaps a little bit of an addition. Can I encourage you to take these 3 words to heart, because this is also vital. Teacher, mentor, and sponsor. Find yourself the people in life. You may not know them personally. You may have discovered them in your reading or in a class or a course or whatever. But you kind of say about them, which I have said, that person is my teacher. I'm going to learn things from them that can help me be wiser, perhaps kinder, more effective, and live life better. Find yourself and perhaps start to identify those people who could be teachers in your life. The other person that I'm going to encourage you to do some work with is, can you begin to discover what it might be to have or discover or perhaps get connected with a person who can be your mentor? Now, when I have interviewed successful people, and because I've worked with them, I try and get their story, inevitably, they tell me of a couple people who were kind of heroes in their life, who really helped them, who, though they may not have ever used the term, they were mentors to them. They were people who helped them. And I'm going to simply say this: find a mentor and be a mentor. Find one and be one. It's a lost art. In times past, people did not learn business and life by going to college, and they didn't get a master's of business administration. Most people learned how to do life and business because they had a mentor or they were apprenticed to a master. Whether you like him or not, Donald Trump, who's kind of a character right now, at least what he did with his one program was it made the term apprentice respectable. Oftentimes we thought, well, that's just a person who perhaps is learning how to lay bricks. Hey, that's a good thing to do. It's something that a young person does just to get started. No, apprenticeship is a good thing. And we should always be looking for somebody who can mentor us in whatever apprenticeship stage we are in our life and business. So perhaps you need to think about a mentor. And I was sharing this insight with one of my friends who is now considerably older than I am, but has really become a mentor to me. And many years ago, he was one of the top corporate consultants in the world. He's now 90 years of age. And he said, Stan, but remember to tell your people, they need to also look for sponsors. They need to look for people who they can connect with, who will agree to help them be successful, perhaps to sponsor them, to speak for them, to advocate for them, who will, if they want to climb the corporate ladder, they will be there helping them do that. Or they'll be there who will be helping them get contacts and clients and customers if they want to do it on their own. They'll be there to help them meet influential people. Tell them to look and seek and be continually looking for the man or woman who can be their sponsor. Real wisdom from years of experience. And so I simply close with that. I would encourage you to go back and go through the course 2, 3, 4 times. And I would encourage you to be on the lookout for the teachers in your life, the mentors that you can adopt, and the sponsors that might make it all come together. There you go. All the best to you. May you live long and prosper. May your career go and grow. And I would love to hear from you as to how it's going for you, because I want it to go well for you. All will be well. May it go well.
Okay, I'm done. And we said the last program before, always close with the benediction. So I wish you all the best and blessings. You've had an experience now, and it could be something that's very valuable to you. Unfortunately, for most people, they'll perhaps remember a little bit and just go on, but I would encourage you to be very serious about this. That means you go back and listen again. And if you find out just exactly what most people like me find out, that you could use a coach. You could actually use somebody to mentor you, or you could use somebody who maybe would sponsor you. So I'd like to audition for that position of some way. So if I could be helpful to you and your leadership team, and that's when the coaching gets really powerful. It's not just the executive, but it's his team. And then the executive also goes outside of the levels and outside of the executives, the shirts, as the boys in the shop call them. And you actually do some of the same things with the men and women who actually are on the floor making things happen. Have that kind of a time with them and show that you are not only the leader, you are perhaps the one who also cares and seeks to inspire and also helps them make their mark in their career, in their world, in their experience. And I trust you'll take that challenge quite seriously. If I could bring this program to you or help you by being your coach, I'd be glad to do that. Reach out to me at stanhouston@gmail.com, stanhouston@gmail.com. Best and blessings until perhaps next time. Bye for now.